What's up, guys? Today we're talking about archery releases. We're going to be diving into the release that's almost single-handedly cured my target panic. I know you guys are like, shut up, Kelby. A release cannot cure your target panic. It's mental, it's techniques, blah, blah, blah. I started using this release and my target panic has been gone ever since. So we're going to be diving into that and what this release is all about. So first and foremost, there's multiple different types of archery releases out there. They're all great. Different types suit different people. We got index trigger finger releases. We have resistance. We have hinge. We have thumb buttons. And then we're going to be talking about thumb clickers today. And that's what I've gotten into. So rewind back to August of last year. We're about 2 weeks out from deer opener here in South Dakota. I was out practicing with a thumb button that I was using at that time. I had used that thumb button for a little over a year. It was a great thumb button. I'm not going to name the company, but that thumb button took a crap on me. Again, 2 weeks before deer season, took a crap on me. It wasn't usable anymore. And I was out of luck. Didn't have a release. No backups, nothing. At that same time, I was really struggling with target panic. That thumb button did not help me with target panic one bit. I went out, search techniques, information, anything I could find online to help me with that shot process mentally to overcome that target panic. Nothing worked. Blessing in disguise, that thumb button took a crap on me. Went out on Lancaster Archery, purchased this Onyx clicker for full price, $300. I went out, swiped the credit card on this guy after talking with a buddy and some other resources. This was the release that I wanted, and I thought it was going to be a great fit for me and maybe help some of the areas that I was struggling in. So went out, bought this guy, practiced with it for about a week, and a few days later, I killed my very first antelope with a bow, 63 yards, pinwheeled him, and I give a lot of thanks to this guy for helping me land a perfect shot on an antelope at a distance like that. We're going to be diving into that stuff a little more, what this guy does for me personally, and how it can maybe help you as a bow hunter. So first off, this clicker, what it does is you get it cocked like so. You are at full draw. You start pulling, get to a click, you keep pulling, and it fires. So what that click does for you, what it does for me, is that click is kind of a reset and a here we go moment for me to focus up on what I'm doing and prepare for this shot to go off. A surprise shot is excellent, it's great, but I like to know a little bit about when this thing is going to go off. All right, I don't like a complete surprise where my target panic is going to set in and I'm flinching, or I punch it because I'm worried about when this guy's going to go off. So what that click does for me is I'm at full draw and I get to that click and I know, all right, it's game time. I got to get this on the vitals of this animal that I'm shooting at and get locked and loaded, because this guy is about 75–90% of the way there. I just got to keep pulling and then it's going to fire. So that's what it does for me. It really gets me zoned in, locked in on my shot process, gets me thinking about, all right, I need to get this on this animal and hold the rest of the way until it finishes through. I can vividly remember my antelope shot when I first used this clicker. Again, it was 63 yards. It was the furthest shot I've taken on an animal in my life. I remember pulling back on that antelope, getting set. I remember pulling to that click, and I'm like, all right, here we go. I remember getting it on him and then finishing it out. Pinwheeled him. He died right in front of me. And I can just vividly think back to that moment, concentrating so much on my shot process. And I truly believe that this clicker helped me do so. So some other things that I really like about this Onyx clicker is how customizable it is and some of the features that come with it. First off, diving into the two different types. We have the heavy metal version, which is going to be stainless steel as shown here. And then we also have their green aluminum version, which is going to be a little bit lighter. It's going to be a little bit cheaper. I personally like the heavy metal version. I like a heavier feel, a heavier release in my hand. It's going to be a little more forgiving at my anchor point. It's not going to be moving around as easy. I really like a heavier release in my hand. So next is how customizable this thumb barrel is on this clicker. We have a couple points of customization. You can go ahead and loosen those two screws there. You can adjust where you want that barrel in, out, how far you want it sticking out. And then also you can go ahead and adjust the angle on that thumb barrel here, whether you want it facing this way, that way. You can go ahead, play with that angle and get it so it fits perfectly in the crook of your thumb as you wish. I have been able to play with this thing. I got it right where I want it. It's comfier than any thumb button I played with, and I thought that was really cool how there's not only one point of customization, but 2 points of customization with that thumb barrel. And then also we have the third finger. We got a little T-post on the end there. I really like that. I just run the 3 fingers. They do have a 4th finger attachment if you like all 4 fingers on this release. I just hang mine off, use that little T-post there, and go just like that. But there is a 4th finger attachment. If you are wanting all 4 fingers, you can put that attachment on there as well. And then lastly, with this clicker, they have multiple different sizes. They have smalls all the way up to XL. I have the medium here, fits me perfectly, and they have a sizing guide. You can go ahead, use that, find which release is going to fit you perfect, and a lot of options regarding size, which is very nice. A little add-in that I put onto my Onyx clicker is this black grip tape, as you can see right there. I just got a couple strips of it, went on Amazon, bought it. It's black grip tape. That's probably what I searched. Found this stuff, ordered it, got it here, cut little strips, put it on the inside of my release there. And what that does is prevents my hand from slipping. I'm a very sweaty guy. My hands sweat quite often. And when it's hot out, 90 degrees, I don't want my hands slipping at all and changing the position of my anchor at all, because that's going to mess up your shot. So I want my hands staying the same no matter the temperature, no matter if I'm sweating or not. So I went out, got that little grip tape right there in the creases, and this guy is staying put where I want him. So that's just a little tip. If you guys want to go try it, search some grip tape, throw it on your release, and helps out a ton if you are a person that sweats a lot in your hands. When I say that this clicker right here cured all my target panic, I'm not saying that the minute I went and bought this release, all my target panic was gone. As soon as I got in my hand, never had to deal with anxiety, nothing. That is not true. I got this release right here. I sat down, worked on my shot process, thought about that click, put thoughts into my head as soon as I heard that click, and that just really helped me solidify and fix my shot process. Because what Joel Turner really preaches is you get the full draw, you pull to that click. As soon as you hear that click, you're going, here we go, finishing out that shot process and not letting all those negative thoughts and anxious thoughts work into your brain that ultimately let target panic occur. When I say this release right here cured every bit of my target panic, take that with a grain of salt, please, because the shot process that came with buying this release ultimately cured my target panic. Alright guys, so we're out back here. I just wanted to go ahead and show you what it looks like when I'm actually shooting my bow, what my shot process looks like, and just a little live action version with this Onyx clicker. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to send some arrows downrange. I'm going to talk about and show you what I'm thinking, what I'm doing in this shot process with this clicker here. So I'm getting a full draw. I'm finding my anchor on my target, getting to my thumb barrel, and I'm going to slowly pull till I get that click. Got my click. Now here we go. There it broke. So I am slowly pulling until I get to that click. Once I hear that click, I'm telling myself, here we go, because my brain is going to be flooding in all kinds of thoughts. Oh my gosh, my arm's tired. This wind's starting to pick up. I'm shaking, blah, blah, blah. You got to tell yourself, all right, here we go. And you're going to ever so slightly pull on that thumb barrel and work until that shot breaks on you. Joel talks about how when you're on this thumb barrel, there's going to be a little white mark on your thumb when you apply pressure. And you want that white mark to slowly grow. You don't want it growing rapidly. You want that white mark to slowly grow as you apply pressure and working until that shot breaks on you. We're going to send another one here. Again, I'll talk through my shot process best I can and show you what I'm doing. So first, getting the full draw. Finding my anchor on my target, on the thumb barrel, pull until I hear a click. All right, here we go. Nice little surprise shot there. If a thought floods into your mind, holy, I'm starting to get tired, it's taking forever. You just gotta say, here we go. Keep pulling, pulling, pulling until that sucker breaks. Last shot here. Full draw, anchor, on target, pulling to my click. Here we go. Whew. Slapping sticks down there. That is what my shot process is looking like, what I'm telling myself, and how I am using this Onyx clicker. Anytime and every time I am shooting with this release right here, I'm getting a full draw. I'm working my click. I'm telling myself, all right, here we go, here we go. I'm focusing up. I'm knowing I'm almost there, and I just got to finish out this process till I follow through and send that shot down range. That has helped me more than I can explain. It's helped me become a better archer, better bow hunter, and not have to deal with target panic anymore. Couldn't be more thankful to come across this release. Thankful that Joel Turner implemented the shot process and put out information like he does to many archers out there and help them overcome their target panic. I hope you guys were able to take one or two things from this video. I'm not telling you you have to go out and purchase this Onyx clicker by any means. I was in a pinch. My previous thumb button took a crap on me, wasn't working anymore, was unusable. I had to go out and buy a new release. Ended up buying this release, got lucky, and really was a blessing in disguise. Helped me overcome my target panic and ultimately become a better bow hunter. This thing is going to be in my pouch. I have two of them now. I got a backup release because I kind of learned my lesson when that previous thumb button broke on me, didn't have a backup, and I was in a pinch. So got two of these guys. Like I said, I went out, bought this guy full price, didn't have any discounts, nothing. Swiped the card, took a chance on him, ended up paying off for me, and I don't plan on looking back anytime soon. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Best of luck this fall preparing for the deer woods, elk woods, whatever you're after this fall. Hope you guys have a great year.